let's go in. We went in. The first house we saw was a couple, father and mother, sitting there on the knees on the floor. They were on the knees. Now they were head down, hands tied to the back. On the other side of the dining room, it wasn't the living room, dining room, call it whatever, was a 7-year-old boy and a girl, I would say about 6 years old, sitting just against the parents, hands tied to the back, same position. The bodies were tortured. While now, start to use your imagination. Who was tortured before? Who saw if this was on purpose? If this was the children looking at the parents being tortured, the parents seeing, and when I say tortured, I will say missing body pieces. An eye, just taken out an eye, one eye, fingers being, and all this happened, and by the end, they all had a bullet hole in the back. And, still not finished, in the middle, there's a table. Those terrorists were sitting and eating the Saturday meal that was prepared for this family and was prepared for this family. They just took it. They were hungry, most probably, and they took it and they ate this meal while torturing these children and this parent. I broke. I blanked out, and it took me a split second to blank out, and then I got to myself and I said, if this is going to happen to me, then we're done with the job. My volunteers will never be able to do it. Now you can say again, Yossi's a crazy guy. I took them, and we started dancing. We didn't dance, we just sat down next to the bodies. In the blood, we were sitting in the blood, singing. We had this white suits, and I told them when we go out, we're gonna take this white cover suits and we'll change it. But for now, we're sitting next to the bodies in the blood, and we're gonna sing this song that they were supposed to sing for the holiday for Saturday. And we're gonna make like they sitting with us by the meal. It took us like 3 to 5 minutes. And then one of my volunteers said, Yossi, enough. We have to go further. We just got up. We took them, we handled them, we put them in the bags, and we said, now we're going further. I told him, let's go change because we're full of blood. My volunteer says, no. Yes, we're going to change, but I need a bag. I want to take this home. Then we see a woman. She was about, I would say, 30, age of 30. She was lying on the floor, a puddle of blood, big puddle of blood, face down, We have to turn her over in order to put it into the body bag. She was a pregnant woman. Her stomach was butchered open. The baby that was connected to the cord was stabbed, and she was shot in the back. Now we go into the same imagination. We're using, let's talk to the body. Let's talk. Let's see what happened. Did she see that? What was done to her baby? Or she didn't. Maybe she didn't have that suffer. We don't know. But we had a debate between us if to use 2 body bags for the baby and for the mother. That was our debate. While sitting with our children and having fun, we're debating between us if to use 2 body bags. We decided we're going to use only 1 body bag because we don't want to disconnect this baby from the mother. I ask you, I beg you, please have a prayer. Pray for us that we should be able to raise our children with no damages, we should be normal father, normal grandfather. That's all what we need. I want to give for my team that was with me for the last week. We thought we were finished. It was only yesterday, and I can say it was only yesterday, it was 10 days after the attack, in Kfar Aza, we thought there's no more bodies, and we went in to take, unfortunately, it's very hard for us to do, but we do it because we're human beings, to collect the terrorist. We collect them with the same honor that we collect the civilians. And all of a sudden, we see a body. I would say he was maybe 14 or 15, a youngster. He was not in the house, but he was outside. Like, it looks like, and as I said before, the bodies telling the stories, he was running. He was on a run. And they most probably got mad on him. And they killed him and they chopped off his head. We found him without a head. We put him in a bag. We don't know who this is. It's for sure not a terrorist, because we know the clothing that he was wearing. He was without a head. The evil, the horror, is crying. It's crying. And I don't know why this has to happen. I want to give a message. It's a message to the world. And we should know that we have no enemies in the Arab world. We have in our organization, and not only in our organization, in every private life, I have a lot of friends, customers, and co-workers, Arabs, Palestinians, Christians, everything. Those people, I won't call them people, because we can't call them people. We can't call them animals. We can't call them, this is something that They don't belong to our world.